Hey Dumb, this is Dave Decide. Today I want to talk about the HYBE chairman giving away $3 million. I wanted to get into a private-ish clip that was posted with Jung Kook, and I also wanted to get into apparently Jin's private parts being trended all over social media. So hate it or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on, grab your Zumblin and tea spilling mug merch, and let's get into it. HYBE's chairman, who you definitely all know, is Bang PD. He stepped down as CEO a little while back, but since he was the initial founder of the thing that started it all, which was Big Hit, of course he still likely remains a big owner of HYBE and probably is still on the board to be able to vote and make decisions on the company. This of course isn't entirely relevant to what I'm about to say, but it's a nice little backstory to understand. Bang PD is still super wealthy and powerful and currently is the music producer of Big Hit and likely helps BTS and the many artists under Big Hit to produce music. His real name is Bang Si-hyuk, or Hitman Bang. PD just means producer, in case you didn't know. I didn't know for a while. I thought it was his name. So with that said, it was still very shocking to hear that apparently he donated 5 billion won to underprivileged students. This is about 3.5 million US dollars. Now, Bang PD hasn't particularly mentioned that this was something that he was passionate about, but to be honest, we should all be passionate about that, right? Bang PD not only played the role of producer for BTS during their debut and trainee days, he was also all of their mentors. So it really shows us that BTS was raised correctly. No matter how successful and huge you get, look back at life with humility and know where you came from. If this is something he donated money to, it likely hits home for him. Now, everyone always claims when a rich person donates millions that the rich person was looking for a tax write-off. And yeah, likely true. However, I have a controversial opinion here, which is who cares? It doesn't matter what their motive is when donating. The students or the people that get the money still get it because they need it. We all do things selfishly sometimes. When we do a good deed, at the very least, we feel good, which is a selfish reason too. Now, in this situation, if Bang is donating the money and then getting a 3.5 million tax dollar write-off, then I think this is okay. Because if he had to pay 3.5 million to the government or pay taxes on that money, then money wouldn't get to the kids. The government will likely allocate it somewhere else. This way, the people who needs it get it directly. And I always feel this is so important to do for people who are rich. And yes, to make it public too. I don't think these things need to be quietly done. Because when someone as powerful as him does these things, it encourages others to do the same. And he knows that if he does anything good or bad, people will copy because so many people look up to him. I don't see this necessarily as a loss for him or the company. There are a lot of people, not particularly armies of course, but there are a lot of people who consider donations to be a loss of money and pointless. But I encourage more rich people to do it. And if having a tax break is what encourages more rich people to donate and do good, then good. But also if you're not selfless enough to donate just because you want to, then donate because it's great publicity for the brand. And to know that such an ethical and amazing people are chairmen of a multi-billion-dollar company is very good. I am so proud to stand such a company and what they represent. I love reading these stories, and of course, I don't think these moments get highlighted enough. What seems to be most highlighted are more raunchy or crazy moments. BTS recently came back in full swing for their Run BTS series. This is a series where they just try new things, and I have reacted to some Run BTS episodes on my Patreon. Definitely trying to do more, so if you would like to join us over there, then I will leave a link in the description. But this particular episode was called Fly BTS Fly, and we see the members set up this yoga thing. They are supposed to hang on to this fabric and then balance themselves or do yoga, and it's a lot harder than you would think it would be to do. There was a particular moment in which Jin was hanging on the rope and he lost balance a little bit. He tried really hard to get back, but he ended up screaming because he lost his balance and couldn't get back to the point where he felt like he was in control. The instructor came around to try to fly Jimin back and did it successfully. The boys are so funny and dramatic sometimes because it's like 1 foot from the ground. Even if Jin were to let go, he simply would just fall to the floor, and it's not a really far drop at all. But this is why I love watching them, not a dull moment. But when Jin was flipped around, he revealed something and armies freaked out. There seemed to be a silhouette in Jin's pants, and it showed his body that represented a fruit or vegetable, a banana or eggplant. Of course, moments like this happen as the clothes fabric is stuck onto the other fabric and things tend to stick to your body. But this is definitely a moment for the books that armies couldn't help but screen grab and notice. Some people were upset at how the fandom was objectifying Jin in this way, and it's probably not something he'd love to see online, but probably something he is definitely used to or aware that does happen. Every celebrity who is famous enough or attractive enough will either have deep fakes done of them where they will Photoshop the person's face onto either another body or another naked body, because at a certain point in fame you are aware that your thoughts thoughts and your image no longer belongs to you. People can do whatever they want, and you have to accept that. But never a dull moment in the ARMY fandom. That is for sure. BTS is always doing something, and I feel like since the members have gone solo, there's been even more moments going on. Jimin recently did a live stream where he came in to speak to ARMY. He was so sweet and amazing, and he always treats everyone on the stream so well. Just to show how amazing Jimin is and why he deserves the world, he did something that I don't think I've seen other idols do. He started the stream blowing out the candle and doing his happy birthday thing. If you aren't aware, it's Jimin's birthday, so please spam the comments with happy birthday Jimin just for the off chance he may see this. Probably not. But about 40 minutes into the stream, he noticed that a lot more people started to join. We're not talking like double even, we're talking 5 times. Of course, Jimin just couldn't go on with that many people without doing what they all likely were there to do, which was celebrate Jimin and his birthday. So Jimin redid the happy birthday thing by singing it and blowing out the candles. So cool that he did that. But also, in case you wonder why idols don't eat the cake, they can't because it's fattening. So sometimes they'll leave it there just for the stream to look at because it's usually a cute cake anyway, and then other times they will pretend to drop it so they can't eat it. Now, Jimin didn't just receive a happy birthday from the literal millions that have watched the stream, but also from the members as well. I don't know if the members had publicly wished Jimin a happy birthday, but likely they all said it in a group chat. But Jungkook actually came out and wished Jimin a happy birthday, and the internet could not take it. First off, people thought that the video was because Jimin was Jungkook's lover, which is silly to think. The members can totally send each other videos as friends. The video started with Jungkook playing with his hair, trying to fix it, even though it's literally perfect and super fluffy. But then Jungkook actually, for some reason, lowers his voice when he talks in English. I think we all do this. When I speak in Spanish, it's higher. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Mi español muy malo. But anywho, Jungkook's English voice is so sexy, and he said happy birthday bro, but he knew what he was doing. Jungkook made this super sexy video with intention. He knew that people would freak out all over it and think it was super hot. Other people who were saying how the video wasn't even directed towards them, but was directed for Jimin, and they were even taking the video personally and feeling like the video was directed towards them. Because it feels like Jungkook is talking directly to you. From the eye contact to the soft voice, and even showing his fluffy hair to the soft stares, it's very romantic. It was also a very low-key video that felt like it should have not been released publicly. Like maybe just sent to Jimin privately. Or maybe it was sent to Jimin privately and Jimin just was like, you should post this and ARMYs will freak out. But of course, you'd be absolutely surprised at the hate that this video received as well. People in the fandom will sometimes literally argue for everything. Jungkook last year, when he appeared in Jimin's live stream, Jungkook was allegedly accused of being an attention seeker. When in reality, they all do their own thing and they will get great viewership on their own when they stream. So there's no clout chasing within BTS. Like, I am pretty sure the members are not fighting to stand next to whoever they think has the most clout. Like, that is silly. If you're good friends with someone and they're really famous, after a while, the novelty of fame kind of dissolves, and especially if you were friends with them before the fame, then you realize the idea of them being famous now can just be a good perk, but not the reason for the friendship. Now, this year, Jungkook was accused of making this video to reach Jimin fans and clout chasing. This makes no sense to me at all. Clout chasing only exists when it's for people who may not know who you are, or something like that. If you're someone who is a Jimin fan, you know who Jungkook is, and you probably have your mind made up about Jungkook. If you like him, you tune into Jungkook's streams, and if you only like Jimin, then Jungkook making a happy birthday video would simply not change your mind. But what do you think of this? How do you feel about what Bang PD donated? How do you feel about Jungkook sending his clip to Jimin? And what do you think about the raunchy Jin moment being shared? Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out my Patreon for more videos, link down below. Thanks, just love a comment right here. Love you, bye.